Welcome to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton, and welcome to my instant match reaction to Crystal Palace 1, Everton 2. Everton make it 3 wins out of 3 in the Premier League this season, going back to the top of the table. But we didn't do it the easy way. We were pretty much second best for the majority of the second half, and it made it a little bit nerve-wracking for us Blues watching at home, but nonetheless, we get the job done. We scored early through Dominic Calvert-Lewin, a very, very nice goal. Bit of creativity from James Rodriguez, knocking the ball around the corner. James Coleman makes a nice little run and cuts it back for Dominic Calvert-Lewin to make it 3 games now that he scored in all 3 in the Premier League. Great start to the season for him, and we were 1-0 up. Then we concede a goal from a set piece from a corner. Cheku Kouyaté scores. Pretty easy, to be honest. We made it a bit too easy for them. But it's always a tough ask against Palace because the team are they're a very, very tall side, a very strong side physically. And I'll be honest with you, I hate playing Crystal Palace at the best of times. They're a horrible team to play against, and it was a horrible game to endure. It was a 90 minutes of panic, to be honest. It was, granted, we didn't necessarily play brilliantly today, but it's always horrible to watch your team try and play against Crystal Palace. They make life hell for you, and they did for us today. We never got a second on the ball, and to be honest, we were very, very lucky today. We got a very controversial penalty, which in the rules is absolutely a penalty because Joel Ward's arm is out of his body and the ball hits him on the hand. So the decision was correct, even though it is very controversial whether that rule should be right, whether that's the way it should be. But for once, we were due a bit of good luck off the VAR, and after what we went through last season, it's the least we deserve, let's be honest. And Richarlison steps up and makes it 2-1 Everton just before the break. And we go into the break and you think maybe we could kick on, maybe we need to hang in, and it turns out it had to be the latter because Crystal Palace dominated us in the second half. I thought we tired a bit. James Rodriguez in particular was very leggy second half, didn't really make any impact. Andre Gomez went off early. He was tired. A lot of the midfielders were getting overrun. We looked very, very shaky at times, I thought, and yet somehow we still didn't necessarily get threatened too severely by Crystal Palace, which is... It's interesting because I think they've got a very good attack, some very good players in their team, and like I say, they made life very, very difficult for us today. So it's nice to have gotten out of that game. It's a game I never look forward to fixtures against Crystal Palace because of the nature of their play, the way they play, and the way they make life difficult for teams who like to play football, like the sort of team that Carlo Ancelotti wants us to be. And it's just nice to come away from this with a win because I don't think we necessarily deserved it today. I thought Crystal Palace, particularly in the second half, dominated us. I thought we probably edged the first half, but Palace were better than us in the second half and our legs went a little bit. And as for me, sitting on the sofa watching the game, my nerves went. So it was nice to see us see the game out, get the 2-1 win, get 9 points out of 9 and go back to the top of the table, which you can never argue with. In particular, I thought... I don't think there was any sort of particularly good performance today from our players. I think James Rodriguez was excellent first half, played a key part in getting both of the goals, created the first, played the ball, which led to the penalty. But he tired quite badly in the second half and had very little impact. The rest of the team, Richarlison was very good first half. I thought there was a few good performers in the first half, but I don't think anybody necessarily played well in the second, and it was a very nervous end to the game, but thankfully we get over the line, we get the 3 points, and like I say, top of the table, after 3 games, 100% records in all competitions as well, so not really much you can complain about. We just got to make sure we keep our standards high and don't let them slip too much. I mean, it was probably our least best performance, shall we say, today of the season so far, but let's keep our standards high. We've got Brighton next in the league, we've got West Ham also in midweek in the Carabao Cup, so we've got to, the games are coming thick and fast. We've got to maintain a high standard and hopefully kick on and keep on winning games, which is, you can't ask for much more from this Everton team. So, you know, a great start to the season. Whatever you make of this game, we can't argue with the way things are going so far. So there you go, guys. Let us know your opinions on this game. Drop us a comment below. Give this video a like. Subscribe for more content. And until next time, thank you guys for watching on the Toffee Blues.